Queen Rising Soul Family Soul Tribe. Hope you're having a beautiful day so far. I am. Sleep cycle was a little off last night, but that's what happens when you're a spiritual person, right? So, my clairaudience was activated last night. My remote viewing has been on point. And other abilities are just waiting. Let's get into this, shall we? Alright. We got one flying out already. We're going to get the rest of them out first. There's two. No, we're not taking that many. You can give me 3 more. I said I'm not taking half the damn deck. Please and thank you. I've been seeing a lot of yellow finches. There's 3. Yellow finches like in doubles, which is normal. 4. 1 more. And they've been like around me a lot lately, which, okay, we're not doing that. I said 1 more, not 3. Try again. And the plovers have been like, okay, so the plover is a bird that's like a sandpiper, and it's always sitting across that from my house, right? Okay, I got it now. There's 5. And he showed up. I thought he was showing up. Oh. Okay, y'all. Raven. The owl. The dolphin. We haven't seen this one in a while. Or bear. And we've got otter in reverse. Okay. So let's get into this, shall we? Raven is magic. Ooh. If Raven appears in your spread, you're about to experience a change in consciousness. Like I said in my TikTok. This may involve walking inside the great mystery on another path at the edge of time. It would portend a signal brought by the raven that says you have earned the right to see and experience a little more of life's magic. Raven's color is the color of the void, the black hole in space which holds all the energy of the creative source. In native teachings, the color black means many things, but it does not mean evil. Black can mean the seeking of answers, the void, or the road of the spiritual or non-physical. The blue-black of Raven indicates an iridescence that speaks of the magic of darkness and a changeability of form, that shape that brings the awakening of the process. Raven is the guardian of ceremonial magic and id absentia healing. In any healing circle, Raven is present. Raven guides the magic of healing and the change in consciousness that will bring about a new reality and dispel disease or illness. Raven brings in the new state of wellness from the void of great mystery and the field of plenty. Raven is the messenger that carries all energy flows of ceremonial magic between the ceremony itself and the intended destination. For instance, if a ceremony is being performed to send energy to a disaster area where people need courage and strength, Raven would be the carrier of that energy flow. Okay. Something that universe just brought into my deal. Energy workers. Get ready. It seems like we're going to be needing to send that courage and strength to another location here soon pertaining to this, because Raven has become very much an augmenter of it. Okay, like I seen a video earlier this morning at I want to say it was like 5 o'clock, of a raven like sitting on a lady's shoulder while she was in the store. Okay, so be mindful of everything that's going on around you. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to send all your energy. It just means you're going to need to send some. So get ready. The intention can be to allow the person of the devastated area to feel the concern and support of the participants in the ceremony. If you have chosen Raven, magic is in the air. Try not to figure it out. You cannot. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit? Or will you limit the power of the great mystery by explaining it away? No, this time I'm going to let it flow. It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages, represented by smoke. So, if you want to send a message to the Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven. Or, who knows, the ancients may be calling you. Remember, this magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to light. In doing so, you will have honored the magician within. So, again, watch for signs of ravens, be it videos, be it actual seeing a raven, anything like that, because when a raven shows itself, magic is in the air. All right, that's the first one. Now we're switching to owl. And see, I've got that song playing in my head. I've got Good Thing playing in my head because I've already listened to it like twice. Okay, owl is deception. Owl, let's see here. If owl is your personal oh no, wrong one, excuse me. If you have pulled the owl card, you're being asked to use your powers of keen, silent observation to intuit some life situation. Owl is befriending you and aiding you in seeing the total truth. Owl can bring you messages in the night through dreams or meditation. Pay attention to the signals and omens. The truth always brings further enlightenment. Okay. If owl is your personal medicine, someone can deceive you about what they are doing, no matter how they try to disguise or hide it from you. You may be a little frightening to be around, since so many people have ulterior motives which you see right through. If you are unaware of your own medicine power, you may take your keen insights and abilities for granted. Others never do. You may frighten them and reflect their blindness, for you cannot be fooled. Owl medicine people know more about an individual's inner life than the person knows about himself or herself. Okay, let's talk about that, because with deception on the board again, we've had lies, we've had deception, and we've had secrets. 3 days in a row now, okay? So this reminded me of what I talked to my roommate about yesterday. I asked a whole bunch of questions pertaining to things we had talked about because I wanted to see, right? And I got some answers I needed. So, yeah, just use your keen observation skills and don't take for granted other people and your abilities, because you're going to know 828. You're going to know one way or another what's happening, okay? Because I've got some more questions to ask my roommate today. Let's put it that way. All right. Dolphin is manna, okay? And I've got something underlined, so I'm going to read it. It says, Grandmother Moon asked Dolphin to learn her rhythms so he could open his female side to her silvery light. Dolphin began to swim to the rhythm of her tide weavings and learned to breathe in a new way. As Dolphin continued to use this new rhythm, he entered the dream time. This reality was a new and different place for the seas that he had known. Dolphin began to discover underwater cities in the dream time and was given the gift of the primordial tongue. This new language was the sound language that was brought by Spider from the Great Star Nation. Dolphin learned that all communication was pattern and rhythm, and that the new aspect of communication was sound. He carries this original pattern to this day. The dolphin returned to the ocean of the Great Mother and was very sad until Whale came by and told Dolphin that he could return to be a messenger to the Dreamtime dwellers anytime he felt the rhythm and used the breath. Dolphin was given a new job. He became the carrier of messages of our progress. The Dreamtime dwellers were curious about the children of the earth and wanted us to grow to be at one with the Great Spirit. Dolphin was the link. Okay. So this is something that I've learned. Do you know it is illegal to talk to dolphins? Do you realize that? Do you realize that dolphins and humans are so much alike in communication status? And there was at one point in time a study done by NASA with a woman named Margaret and a dolphin, and the dolphin and the woman fell in love. Yeah, the shit you learn, right? However, if you think of like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the fish were telling us thanks for all the fish, but we're leaving. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, so much you can learn. And I was like, I've always been drawn to dolphins. It's one of my favorite animals, right? And I've always wanted to go and talk to them and pet them and all of that. Now that I know it's illegal, I really want to do it. Okay, you're not going to tell me that it's illegal because I'm talking to a dolphin. Fuck you. They're animals. If you can communicate with animals, fucking fantastic. It's great. Okay? So, yeah. If you don't believe me, fucking look it up. I shit you not. Look it the fuck up. Okay, let's go back to this. If the dolphin has appeared to you today, frothing from the waves in your spread, you are to be a link to some solution for the children of Earth. Yeah, I know. This can be a time where you are to link with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions or to those of others. In addition, this can mean a time of communication with the rhythms of nature. You are put on notice to be mindful of your body rhythms and the pattern of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Imitate dolphin and ride the waves of laughter, spreading joy in the world. Breathe and experience the manna so freely given. Break existing barriers and connect to the Dreamtime or Great Star Nation. Know that we are all one in the eyes of the ever-living one. Okay, so like I said, you know, the dolphin is here to teach us about manna, so life energy, laughter, joy, all things like that. Perfect. Okay? All right, let's go to bear. Just be mindful all the way around you. All right, bear. Introspection. What are you not introspecting? What are you not absorbing? Okay. Oop, gotta go back. All right. To become like bear, into the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energies of the Eternal Mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the Great Void. The Great Void is a place where all solutions and answers live in harmony with the questions that fill our realities. If we choose to believe that there are many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us. Each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind and enter the silence and know. Many tribes have called this place of inner knowing the Dream Lodge, where the death of the illusion of physical reality overlays the expansiveness of eternity. It is in the Dream Lodge that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways that lead to our goals. This is the power of bear. The female receptive energy that for centuries has allowed visionaries, mystics, and shamans to prophesy is contained in this very bear energy, very special bear energy. In India, the cave symbolizes the cave of Brahma. Brahma's cave is considered to be the pineal gland that sits at the center of the 4 lobes of the brain. If one were to imagine an overview of the head, the top of it would be a circle. The south would be the forehead, the north would be the back of the skull, the west would be the right brain, and the east would be the left brain. Bear is in the west, the intuitive side, the right brain. To hibernate, bear travels to the cave, which is in the center of the 4 lobes where the pineal gland resides. In the cave, bear seeks answers while he or she is dreaming or hibernating. Bear is then reborn in the spring, like the opening of spring flowers. For eons, all seekers of the dream time and of visions have walked the path of silence, calming the internal chatter, reaching the place of rites of passage, the channel or pineal gland. From the cave of Bear, you find the pathway to the Dream Lodge and the other levels of imagination or consciousness. In choosing Bear, the power of knowing has invited you to enter the silence and become acquainted with the Dream Lodge, so that your goals may become concrete realities. This is the strength of Bear. Okay, 15:15 on the clock. All right, let's talk about this for a minute, because when you enter the silence or when you meditate, okay, this is where you're going to get a lot of chatter. But this is also where your negative thought patterns come in, and this is where you shift the thoughts, okay? Yes, you can sit there and hang on to them, but you need to just let them flow through, okay? Which is kind of hard to do because you will get caught up on some shit. I'm not lying because I've done it myself. I've been trying to do it for the last couple days, and since I'm coming up on the end of my restrictions, my body is craving the ocean more. And I know this because it's been wanting to crave. And so I go to the doctor on, Wednesday? And I'm going to, since it'll be week 5, I'm going to see if I can go back to the water because I want in it. I want to be clean. It's not that I'm not taking showers and shit. It's just the ocean offers a different kind of mana flow for me. And so I use the ocean to cleanse my whole being, my whole auric field, my whole personal. And why did I just now notice that? A spiral on the notebook or on the book. But, and I know I'm gonna hella fucking shift when I do it. I know I'm going to. Because the last time I went to the beach after a surgery, I laid down on the sheet that I take with me, and I just went, which is the way I know I've shifted my consciousness, right? And so it's like opening yourself back up to things, you know, that you aren't used to, or you were used to at one point in time, but now you choose another path. You know, it's kind of a difference. But for me, it's like, I know when I come back from the beach that day that I go, the day that I go and I'm able to immerse myself completely, 543. I know that 1734, 543. What is so important about 543? Okay, I'll have to look that up later. But I know I'm going to come out more, I'm going to feel whole again, even though I already am whole, but it's a different kind of whole. That's just me. So there's that for you. But going into, you know, introspection is very much needed right now for a lot of people. And if we're not doing it, we need to be doing it, okay? And the last but not least is the otter. If the otter appears reversed, you may be running from one idea to another without focus. This could also imply that you have forgotten how to receive and are blocking a gift from the universe with your male side. If this is the case, you may be embarrassed to receive compliments, to have someone hug you, or to allow your unique, genuine personality to come out. Fear of being rejected is the contrary message of otter. Drop the seriousness on all levels and play it live so that the fear rolls off your back. Realize that the only flow is the flow of love from the Great Spirit to you, from you to others, and from others back to you. Okay, so what that is saying is for example, I was talking with my roommate about this yesterday, on our way to the shop-ette. She had complimented a guy, and she couldn't see it, but I could, that 1919, that he was very uncomfortable with receiving the compliment, but he received the compliment. And I told her, I was like, he was kind of uncomfortable with that. And she's like, no, he received it really well. I was like, yeah, he received it, but it made him very uncomfortable. I said, you didn't know his body language. And so, of course, that led into, you know, other things, but that's different. But just be open, because I still have a hard time receiving some things, but I have been trying. Like, my roommate bought me a different kind of tiller so that I can get my garden going. And it was like, when she bought it, I was like, okay. You know, just trying to prepare myself, because if I let one small thing in, the next is going to be a little bit bigger, and the next one's going to be bigger than that, and then it's going to get, you know, they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And just trying to stay open to that fact alone can be very difficult. So just keep yourself in mind. Do your meditation. Make sure that you're not hiding any secrets. There's no, you know, make sure you're not deceiving yourself on one level. Go into the dream time or go into your meditations. You know, pay attention to what you're putting out in the world. You know, if you have to send out energy, make sure that you call it back to a degree after you've received, you know, sent it out. But pull yourself back from it, but send out the energy you need to. Let's put it that way. Because there is a difference. And I'll get into that to a later post. Thanks, universe. All right. Soul family, soul tribe, just know that you are wanted, you are appreciated, you're valued, you're respected, you're honored, you're good enough, you're worthy, you're abundant more than anything, and you are very much loved. Have a great day.